Hello, hello, hello. It's another Tuesday. Man, they come around fast. Holy smoke. Let's get all of the things doing what they need to do. And I can, apparently not find my own website. It's been a beautiful day here in the mitten. The weather is doing what it needs to do. Yes, I have you. There you go. All right. Right. So what I was going to show you tonight has changed 3 times so far. And I finally settled on 2 cards. I'm going to show you 2 cards, but first of all I'm going to show you a layout as well. So all made with the mixed media florals, which is a new paper pack that you can find online. You won't find it in print anywhere. It's not in any of the catalogues, but it is on the website. Just as a reference, I'm going to give you the reference numbers just so you can find it easily. 164638 is the number. So Ichi Roku Yon, Roku Sun, Hachi Dozo. So that's the mixed media florals, and I love it. It is gorgeous. This is just one of the pages in the kit, and so I'm going to show you a really cool technique with this paper, this one design, but I want to show you some of the other designs in this paper. So this is all I have left of this design. I've gone crazy with this and made a layout with it, and I'm super happy with you. I'll show it you in just a second. So black and white images, you've got the florals and leaves and then little flowers, and on the reverse side of that you've got this fun graphic which coordinates with some of the colours in the other prints. You know me, I'm a floral girl, so I was headed to this side. Love this. I think this paper is so pretty. Tone it with some white cardstock. Here I've got some basic white here, but look, just layering that on that. Look how pretty. So pretty. Really like that pattern. And on the back of this one you have a cute stripe. So we love a stripe. It often goes with you can use it on its own with plain cardstock or with a floral. We love that. Another graphic image, greens, and it makes a great neutral almost. And then on the back of that, this really pretty shy shamrock, which goes beautifully with that floral. So if I move that across, and you can see how nicely these two look together. So if a graphic print isn't for you, then go for the floral, or just go for this beautiful, and it almost looks like watercolor design, which I really like. And then another floral, and I love this color combination, the Calypso Coral and Pretty in Pink, and then Boho Blue, and then you've got Mossy Meadow and old a garden green rather, and on the back of that you've got a black and white, another black and white, which is really nice. So you can put any colour with this. You could put pink with it, or you could put orange with it, or yellow, or whatever colour you want, which I really like. Hi Yuka. And then another pattern, all leaves, shades of greens and blues and teals, those pretty peacock, Lost Lagoon, those kind of colours. And on the back of that, another graphic if you don't want the florals and you like the graphics. So I think there's a really good choice of patterns in this paper. These are just my favourite sides. If I flip that one over, you can see my favourites. I love those two together, but this one goes really well with that green as well. And then this one, and then this, and then this one here. So first of all, I'm going to show you the artwork that I made with this, and then I'm going to make 2 cards online with you. So that will be kind of fun. All right, so without further ado, let me show you the layout. This is the layout that I created with this paper, and you can see that I use an entire sheet in the background. I was going to trim it down and mat it on some white. Hey Ada, but you know, I just didn't want to lose any more of it. This black cardstock is 8.5 by 11. So Hachitengo Kokeru Juichi Dozo. The white piece is 8.25 by 10.75. So Hachiten Nigo Kokeru Juten Nanago Dozo, I think. Don't quote me. These are the white pieces are 4x4. I trim my photos to 3.75. Hi Vanessa. And my photo mats are 4.25 by 4.25. Hi Fiona. So 4.25 by 4.25, Yonten Nigo Kokoro, Yonten Nigo Dozo, Arigato. This one in the middle, the white piece, is 4 by 3. The black mat is 4.25 by 3.25. So the black piece, Goten Nigo, no, Yonten Nigo Kokoro, Santen Nigo Dozo. And then my photo is 2.75 by 3.75. I like having these white mats. I think it made it really pop. The alphabet, I haven't used this alphabet before, and now I've used it, I am obsessed, officially gagging over it, love it. And this is the classic letters. 161267 is the reference number. So Ichi, Hachi, Ichi, Ni, no... Ichi, Roku, Ichi, Ni, Roku, Nana, Dozo. My Japanese apparently is not brilliant tonight. I think I need coffee or a cocktail. Actually, a cocktail sounds really good right now. It's been a week and a bit. Love it. You've got numbers, obviously. You have some additional characters which go for all... you know, for French and for maybe Greek or German or Dutch. So obviously we've got multiple markets. Obviously A through Z. I love the fact that you've got multiples of popular letters, P's and A's, and those are the, oh, L's. Hello, right? You need 2 L's. And then you've got... punctuation, and then look at these pretty, what are they? They are leaves, Sarah. God, I'm telling you, it's been a day. I've created 2 complete double layouts and a single layout and 4 cards, and I've been crazy. I'm telling you, the next 3 weeks are going to be mad with on stage in Raleigh for what we would call convention before, but it's classes on stage with Stamping Up, and then I've got my event in Columbus that I'm going to come down to Columbus and see you. So my brain is going at 100 miles an hour. The ADHD that I blame on my husband for my boys is strong with me tonight. Apparently. So it's a double set. So look at all those letters you get. Love it. I love these leaves. I really do. Leaves, you can always use leaves. Love it. Anyway, so this classic letters is what I used here. Now you're going to say, Sarah, where did you get all of the florals? I actually sat here and lovingly hand trimmed them out of the paper and just left myself a little white border. And then I came in with my water painter, or water brush, whatever you want to call it, and the ink pads. This is soft sea foam green. This one is petal pink. This is calypso coral. This is pool party. And I put a little bit of, I think it's called lemon lolly, which is the yellow, and I'm going to lift this up to you. Now these images, as you can see, these little blue images, which is really hard to see, I know, but you'll see them in a minute. I actually have the coordinating stamp set which matches this paper. If I pull that paper across again, you'll be able to see it, because I love this. This is this image. Isn't it pretty? And then with the tulips in it as well. Oh, love everything about it. I really, really do. And if you look, this image will fit around this image to give you this image. So can you see? You could stamp your tulips with the little flowers here, and you could take this stamp and stamp it next to your tulip to give you that same illusion. Does that make sense? I know it's making sense in my brain, but I'm not ever sure that it comes across. So give me some thumbs up or some hearts if that makes total sense to you, because I am so excited about that. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Give me the lovin'. Give me the lovin'. So I have the stamp set, which you can see. It's got these cute little ladybugs, 3 of them. And then here is that image that I used on the layout. I'll hold the layout up in just a second. And then you've got some leaves, and then you've got your 2 floral images. And then this is the die that matches it, that coordinates with it. So you have, these obviously match the stamped images. And then this die matches this one, and then this is a standalone die which I showed you a couple of weeks ago when I used it with the Celebrations paper. I love this, and I want to give you a tip and a technique. With some of these dies, they're very, very thin images, and if you're like me, you do a lot of cutting, and you'll find that your cardstock gets stuck inside your die, and you're sitting there, and every die, if you can see it, it has all these little holes that you can take your pokey tool, piercing tool, and you can poke down through it and push them through. It is a little bit difficult to get hold of sometimes they get stuck. So this is going to be your new best friend, wax paper. And I use this in my craft room. This is Sarah's craft room piece, as you can see where I've used it with another piece. And what you would do is you would put your cardstock down, then you put your wax paper down, and then you put your die down. Okay, then sandwich it with all of your plates and run it through your machine. When you take it out, you might find that the wax paper has cut itself into your cardstock, and again, all I take is my piercing tool and I pick at it and peel off the wax paper, but you'll find that it will come out of your dies so much easier. So I hope that that is a really good tip and a technique for you. It's one I use all the time, and like I said, my wax paper is right next to my crafting pile of fabulosity, okay, when I'm cutting, for that very reason. So I hope that little tip and technique works for you. So Vanessa has said that these classic letters are on the last chance, so if you want them, make sure you check out that last chance. We've got just 3 more days of the celebration where you can get the free product, so don't miss out on it. Plus, remember, in celebration, if you join my Legacies of Love team, you're going to get $216 of product for just $99. It's a great deal right now. Okay, so let me show you that layout just once more. So yes, I hand trimmed around some of the details. I'm going to lose this paper, it's going to slide on the floor. I have a mountain of stuff at the side of my desk next to me. Don't judge me. And then here is on these blue images, and I'm hoping that I'm on camera, these smaller blue images, these are the images that I stamped. And then you can use that die if you have the coordinating die, and if you don't, you can hand trim them. If you like to fussy cut, you absolutely can. And then I used some of this ribbon. It's called oh geez, I've got the wrong side up. It's just called Iridescent, and it's 163299. And if I tilt it, I'm hoping that in the light it has a kind of greeny shimmer to it, and a kind of blue shimmer to it, and a goldy yellow shimmer to it. It's iridescent, right? But it just picks up the colours that I've chosen. And these were just scraps, 2 inches wide and this long, so that they go behind the photo. Okay, and that was it. And I hope you love this layout as much as I do, because I'm absolutely thrilled with it. So that's the Mixed Media Florals. I went over it with the glimmer brush on the smiles. That's why that catches the light. And then some of my favorite gems. These are the Faceted Gem Trio Pack 162148. And I used this color, this pool party color. And it really picks up this pool party cardstock. And then everybody's go-to, I used some of the Rhinestone Basic Jewels, because you have 3 different sizes in one pack. Love them. Again, 144220. So I hope that by giving you the numbers, it gives you the chance to look at some of those products and see if you like those items. But make sure you check out that last chance. I'm thrilled with it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so talking of this paper, now I apologize because I saw another lady give this idea and I thought it was brilliant, and I did not write down her name, and so I cannot give her the credit, and I apologize profusely. If you're watching this video and it was your idea, please tell us in the comments. Oh, which ink did I stamp the title with it? I used black. I just used the whatever it's called, the Memento black ink, but going over it with the shimmer brush, it lightens it and gives it a slightly different shade. You could also use a very, very dark grey. You could have used a dark blue or even Blackberry Bliss. That would have looked so fun as well. So I apologise if you're watching this idea and it was your idea, then tell us, because it wasn't my idea. I'm just taking the idea and running with it. It's called sharing, right? This next idea. So I took my piece of paper, okay, and I'm going to rebuild it for you because I thought this was just genius. Oh, and I've just dropped my ribbon. Look at that. Ah! So you can see where I'm going. I cut myself a strip that was 5.25 by, and then I cut it to 4 inches. You'll have to excuse, I've already gone ahead and stamped that bit. So there's my 12 by 12. So, okay, please hold, because my brain doesn't do this. My brain does this. And I know it's exactly the same. It doesn't matter which side up you put it. It's still the same, okay? That's that one. Okay, again, with the ADHD, it's strong tonight. Right, cut yourself a piece. That's 5.25. Go 10, ni go, dozo, arigato. And then you can cut it at 4 inches and then again at 4 inches. And now you have 3 card fronts. Okay, so let's go with the card fronts because I've made some cards with you. I've used black cardstock because we love black cardstock, right? Let me move these out of the way. Okay, so I just cut my card base 8.5 by 5.5, and then I put a piece of black cardstock on it. You can see that I have already gone through and I have edge distressed these pieces. So here is the first of my pieces. That was this piece that was here. Okay, super easy. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my adhesive to it, and I am going to center it. And isn't that pretty? I just think that's such a pretty card base. Then I decided that I was going to use these thin cuts here, these dies here. Apologise, dies. All the verbiage, right? Nested Essential Dies, 161597. I love them. You have this octagonal shape, 6-sided, not octagonal, hexagonal, 6 sides, not 8, 6 sides. You have these rectangular dies, and then you have these tags, and all of them have got this stitched detail on them. Oh, I ought to hold them up to the camera so you can actually see them. That helps Sarah. Is tonight more chaotic than usual, or are you going to tell me that this is the usual level of chaos that you've come to expect from a Tuesday night and Sarah? Please don't answer that. Well, you can. So I love them. They've all got this stitch detail in them. I used these dies. Okay, so my first die I cut in black. Nice and simple. So we're going to attach that down. Okay, and I have scissor distressed it to just rough up those edges. So if I hold it up, you can really see that stitched edge detail. Even on the black cardstock, you can still see that detail. It's not a lot, but it's enough to give it some interest. Absolutely love it. Absolutely, and it would look even better if, by any chance, it was straight. That's an optional extra. You can decide if you put your pieces on straight or not. If you like the crooked look, then you go for it. If, on the other hand, you would like it to look straight, then please be my guest. Okay, I cut it again in Mossy Meadow, exactly that same die, all right? But this time, I cut along that stitched border so that this piece was smaller. Okay, so Mossy Meadow is the same colour that is in the printing of the leaves on this set, and then I'm just going to centre that. All right, My last one is this one. So just so you know which ones I used this one and this one. So this is the black one, as you can see, and then again in the green, and then trim it down, okay? And then this is the basic white one that I cut. So I didn't use the very, very tiny one. Okay, I'm going to use some 3D stamping dimensionals on this. Let me just rough up the edges of this. And I stamped this in Calypso Coral because that's the colour of these beautiful tulips. I love tulips, I really do. My sweet friend Victoria bought me a container of tulips and I absolutely love them. They're so pretty. I've had them in the kitchen where I can see them. And then I went ahead and I cut some blue twine. And you're going to say, Sarah, why on earth did you use blue? You had the green, you had the brown, which would have picked up this, but I chose the blue to pick up this. These are the natural tones, the linen thread. There's 3 colours in it. 164071. That's what I used. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop it backwards and forwards, okay, and I'm going to put it about there, I think. So we will just do a stripe of adhesive and stick it down. I'm not going to bother tying it in a bow because I can just rearrange it how I want it, and then we will stick my little For You over the top. We'll just snip that end just a whisker shorter. You know me, a whisker is a technical term. Okay. All right. And look how pretty that is. Where are my gems, my rhinestones? We'll pull some rhinestones out. No, we're not using the yellow flower. The yellow flower was off yesterday's project. That was an extra one. All right, here we go then. So let's add some rhinestones, and we'll add a large one and a small one. I'll add another small one up there. And that's it. Look how easy that was, and look how pretty it looks. And again, it would look even prettier being straight. I don't know why I can't do straight tonight, but apparently I can't. But there you go. Isn't that cute? So pretty. Do you like it? Give me some loving if you do. I think that's super pretty. And this is like a tonal version of this blue. It's slightly darker, but it just goes with it absolutely beautifully. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. The camera does not do these cards justice. You could come in with the shimmer brush and the glimmer brush and do some of these little flowers if you wanted to. Can you see the little ladybugs on the paper? So cute, just inside the flowers. All right, card number 1, done. Let's do another one. Oh, the For You, just so you know, was from Layering Leaves. That's where I got those words from. 161277. Okay, so that's that one. Look at me getting all efficient with the old reference numbers. Okay, so my next one that I did, please hold. I've cut the pieces out. All right, again, black cardstock, 4.25 by 5.5. And we are going again to just scissor distress this. I'm wearing a white top tonight, which is going to look glorious with little bits of black cardstock all over it. But never mind, I'm trying to do it over the garbage can. Right, let's stick this down. Okay, and we're just going... Oh, here's a trick. Here's a trick for you. Can you never get your paper on straight when you've done, you've scored it and you've folded it and you can't get your paper on straight? The Stampin' Up! Paper trimmers have a ridge here, but they also have a ridge here. I like to line up my card base, especially as I can't do straight tonight. Push it up against that ridge. Push your cardstock against the ridge. Push it down, straight. Look at that. Look at me getting all clever on you. Okay, so my next piece, I actually cut. So again, this is my 4 by 5.25. This was that middle section, right? Which would have gone there on your page. Okay, so I have cut it to 2.75 inches. So here's the other part of it. If I slide it back down, you can see it next to the measurements, okay? So here's my 5.25, right? So I cut it at 2.75, and then this last piece, I cut it again. So take that piece away, and then I turned it in my paper trimmer and I cut it so it's a 2.5 inch square. Okay, everybody following? So this is 2.75, and then this piece I turned and cut it at 2.5. So this piece is 2.5 by 2.5, 2.5 by 2.5. Nitengo kokoro, nitengo dozo. Make sense? All right, and this is my final piece, and you can see that I cut it a little bit smaller, okay? So this piece, is, instead of being 1.5 by 2.5, I cut 1/8 of an inch off it. So now it is 1 3/8 by 2 3/8, okay? Everybody good with that before I go on any further? Give me some loving, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me all of the things, please, if you get it. Does anybody need me to go over those measurements again? I think I'm pretty clear. Oh, we're good. Oh, I love it. All right. So I did cut another piece of the green cardstock. This is the Mossy Meadow, okay? And that is the same size. So this is 1.5 by 2.5. So 1.5 inches high, 2.5. So it makes that square. All right? Okay, this piece, I'm going to flip over to the other side because it's the blue side. Okay? Isn't that pretty? Right, we're going to glue them down. So please hold. Now, oh, I haven't edge distressed these. So let me just edge distress these pieces over my garbage can and not over Sarah's lap and white top. All right, and then we'll glue them down. I think that this paper on the back is so pretty, this watercolor splodge effect. It almost reminds me of clouds in the sky. It's such a pretty, I want this side. It's all right, I've done the wrong side. Okay. And let's stick this down. All right. So we need adhesive on that side, adhesive on this side. And I'm just going to build up that panel as though it's one piece. All right. So equal distance, top, bottom, and sides. And straight is good, right? We stand a 50-50 chance tonight. Ooh, I'm good. Look at that. If you get the same distance here, here, and here, then it should all fit, technically. All right. So here is my piece that I cut that little bit smaller. Okay, that 1/8 of an inch. I didn't want a huge border all the way around. I only wanted a small border on around this. And you can see that I already went in with my Memento ink, and I took that little ladybug, because I think he's so cute, and stamped him in the black ink on that piece. Now I am going to take, when I can find it, please hold, because I got it out ready and now I've lost the flipping thing. Okay, if I was a marker, where would I be? Because I am using the red marker. Oh, there it is. It's slid under my mat. Okay, here it is. This is the Poppy Parade marker, okay? There is a small nib that end. There is a paintbrush end that end. And I'm just going to come in and carefully colour in my little ladybugs because I thought they were adorable. I stamped it a little while ago and just left it to sit just in case it would it needed time to dry, but it was only a few minutes ago, and as you can see, it's not smearing at all. But because we've got the ladybugs within the pattern of the paper, then I thought this would be kind of fun just to add a little bit of ladybug on that piece. All right, so again, we'll attach this, and I'm going to center it on that green paper there, as you probably guessed. Look how cute they are. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Do you love them? Super, super cute. And then again, I use these same dies, and I've just moved all the pieces, so do you think I can find them? Can I heckers like? No. Oh, Sarah, here they are. Okay, so I'm going to use the black again, and then I used the word hello, and that comes from Birthday Greetings 165084. And again, I use those same dies again, and this is Calypso Coral, which is this colour here. So we're going to do this way this time. So I'm just going to line that up with the edge of the black. All right, so it doesn't stick out too much. Now, I've already done some more of this iridescent ribbon because I like it. And I think I want a couple of pieces. Okay, so again, I'm going to put 3D foam tape, the stamping dimensionals, to give me some height to my saying. We like that. Okay, I've already done one piece, so we'll stick that piece down, and then I'm going to show you how I did this. And I'm looking for my adhesive dots. Yeah, no, it's been a long few days, and apparently I have put, oh, here they are, they're right here next to me. Okay, so here are my adhesive dots. Now, these have been left over from previous kits, and I absolutely love them. You can also use tear tape if you want to do the same technique. So I'm just going to pick up a dot, and I'm going to put it on my ribbon, and let's cut a piece about so long. All right, I'm going to take off the top layer, and these are, as I say, left over from previous kits, and I just keep them clipped together so I know where they are. And then I'm just going to fold it back on itself. Okay, and then I'm going to put another one that side so it looks like, now do I like it like that? Me, not so much apparently. How about that way? Looks like rabbit ears. Ugh. Oh, actually I don't mind it. I don't mind it so much there. No, I do like it like that. Okay. So we're going to take another dot and now put that on the back. And we will, I'm actually going to stick the words down first, and then I will just tuck that ribbon underneath, and I can position it where I want to, because I don't want rabbit ears especially. Okay, and then it looks like it goes all the way underneath. Let's peel that corner up again just a little bit. There we go. Way cuter. Look how pretty that is. Okay, a few gems and we are good to go. I think I'm going to use these. These are, I don't know what they're called. Hang on, please hold. They're called the Adhesive Backed Sparkle Gems, 161288, and they come in shades of black and silver, and then this pretty copper colour, which pulls up the colour in that flower there. So that's why I'm going to use it. Oh, I likey. Me likey a lot. No, I don't want that there. I think just one. No, two. We like that. Okay, so those are the gems I'm using with that set, and I really like it. So 2 different cards, or similar cards actually, but using that same strip of paper, and I still have another one left. So this piece obviously is the last piece in that strip, but obviously I would turn it this way, and then I've got another card to play with. Do you like that idea? I hope you like these cards. I really do. This hello, as I say, was from Everyday Greetings 165084. So a couple of different stamp sets that you can pull in with it. And then you have that pretty mixed florals stamp set, which has no words in it, but obviously has the images that we used on here, and then the classic alphabet for that. So I hope you've had fun. It's been a bit crazy, I know, shocker. Love the blue on the back, really do. So I love that one. I hope it gave you some ideas of what you can do with this mixed media floral DSP, designer series paper, and just adding a little bit of black cardstock to it really makes it pop, because those images are all stamped up in the black. Join me next Tuesday for another incredibly insane class. Nothing changes. Do you want anything different to this? No, you love it. I know you do. Actually, I'm going to make my little ladybug sparkle. I'm going to take my glimmer brush and I'm going to make them shiny. So I'm just going to go over that colouring. So I used the dye-based pens because I got all 12 colours. That's where there's the Stampin' Rights. So the number is 161696, and that's the Brights collection. That's where the red came from. So I'm just being a little bit careful as I go over it with my glimmer paper. I don't have the alcohol-based markers. I just have these so far. And I really like them. I really do. We'll just add, oh yes, there we go. That makes them look so much cuter with their sparkly wings. Let me hold it up and hopefully you can see. They are so cute. Super, super cute. Can you see? Do they shine? Does the camera pick it up? Again, they are so much prettier in person than they are whenever I show them on camera. But I hope you've learned a couple of tips and techniques, especially with the wax paper. And I will see you next week. Bye!